contracts have interdependencies with all these other contracts, and they're their own isolated things. And whereas we can edit the Ethereum balances and reduce by 1.2 million X the amount that the original Ethereum holders get. So like Vitalik's got 300,000 Ethereum. He's only going to get like $30 of free Pulse. Everybody else that sacrificed for charity, right? They're going to get tons more free Pulse because it's in a different ledger basically. And so there's things like, and then other people, some guy said, hey, Richard, you know, all those coins that were sent to the address that are locked there forever. Like if you send an ERC20 directly to the contract address, usually it's lost forever. No one can ever access it. There are very few exceptions where there's admin keys like Tether or Circle can use their admin keys to just invalidate those coins that would have otherwise been locked forever and then hook the user up and give them to the user with, I don't know, AML, KYC or whatever. But on real coins that don't have admin keys like mine, I can't change anything. It's just locked forever. When Ethereum decided to make some changes that I didn't like in the network, I knew that I had to create a whole new network because I couldn't edit or change anything in the original network. It's immutable. It's unchangeable. It cannot be changed.
You need a nice editable network.
But
you can only minimize trust so far. There is a limit. You have to trust your keyboard. You have to trust your eyes.
What you said to start this answering my question was you go to the developers and you say to the developers that we're going to do this. So that
and then they told me you can't. It's not doable.
Yeah. So
the design of the system makes it impossible to do. I cannot change the hex code no matter what. I cannot go and edit people's ERC20 balances.
You fucking edit it or not? Which one is it?
You can't.
How centralized?
You cannot change it. It's unchangeable. I don't know what part of immutable is unclear to you. The hex code cannot be changed. Period. Ever.
Okay. You did just say.
I had to make a whole new network. And even on that one, it's not changed.
But you just said, hold on, your words were, I had to make a whole new network because when Vitalik changed something, it affected me. So we wanted to have more ability to influence our own network.
Yes.
They were your words, roughly. So I don't understand what that means. The ability
That's what
to
freedom
influence
looks
your
like.
network. No. Well, okay, fine.
Do you know what free and open source means? Do you know how Bitcoin's free and open source? The free and open part means please copy it and make it better, and then we'll adopt some of those changes in. Which I believed that story until I found out it was false. You're never going to adopt anything. Which is why you don't have on-chain exchange. You don't have anonymity. Everyone that tries to use anonymity in Bitcoin gets wrecked. The poor people that had 1.2 billion that they stole from Finex, they couldn't even launder it properly because you guys don't have anonymity in your system. But if they'd used Tornado Cash with ZK snarks, I bet they wouldn't have got caught.
We shouldn't have anonymity on the base chain anyway.
What?
Sorry, Alex?
Svetsy, you go. Svetsy, you continue.
Okay, all right.
People that kept their private keys on the cloud. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
No, they had multiple failures. That was just one of their failures. They also failed at the mixing level. And if you don't want their reference for failing at the mixing level, I could give you... Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Having ZK snarks technology for anonymity in the protocol is safer than ring signatures with hoping a bunch of guys are in your anonymity set. They're not colluding.
That's gonna create another fucking angle or another vector for a potential problem.
No,
okay? So,
better and worse software exist, and ZK snarks are superior to ring signatures. Fact. Period. There's no arguing.
That creates a hard fork. So that presupposes the idea that someone implementing that on Bitcoin on the fucking base layer presupposes.
That's right. You'll never have it because you guys have no roadmap because your stuff sucks, but everyone else has it.
No, it doesn't.
Because we have EVM.
Let me finish.
We have turn completion.
No. Exactly, and that's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
That's exactly why you're going to end up with fucking problems that you can't predict. Because
why do you have two inflation bugs and Ethereum has zero? Tell me, software guy. Why does Ethereum have bug bounty program and you don't? Why does Ethereum have 10,000 developers and you have like 5? Because your stuff sucks.
Ethereum needs to pay people to fucking influence and change the rules, right?
No, they don't.
Let me just.
I'm doing it for free.
Something you mentioned earlier. I want to mention something earlier. So you mentioned, dropping, airdrops and all this sort of stuff. Like,
yes.
For me, that
it's
sounds
not just
like
me.
literally
it's like everybody.
Everybody, exactly. So you're literally marketing the fact that you're.
We're doing what Satoshi did. We're giving RA free coins to on-ramp users, just like Satoshi did. Yes.
Fucking let me finish. You're creating inflation out of thin air. So how does that make you different to the Jerome Powells and all of those of the world who are basically minting money out of thin air? That's effectively what they're doing. You're just doing it.
You're performing an illogical fallacy called the assumption of parts, where you don't understand that one thing is different from another thing. Giving someone a new thing is not the same as inflating another thing. Giving someone an airline mile is not the same thing as giving them a real ticket. They're different. They're not the same thing. Giving someone a different coin with a different ticker and different
When
users,
it comes to money,
and different use
when it comes
case.
to money, it's exactly the same thing. When it comes to money,
No,
it's
but
exactly the
see,
same
your
thing.
problem is you think Bitcoin is money, and you don't understand that money is not as important as store of value. Bitcoin was originally supposed to be a peer-to-peer digital
Store of
cash. It's
value
written in the
is
first
an
line of the white
element
paper.
money.
I'm going to teach you about Bitcoin because I know more about it than you do.
Please define cash. Please define cash.
We
I
already
want
did that,
the definition
and I
of
already
cash.
remember
cash,
doing it.
Not money. Not money. Cash. Define cash. There's a difference between money and cash.
Listen, I'm quoting you the Bitcoin white paper. I think that that's fair game in a Bitcoin debate.
I'm not correct.
Peer-to-peer
right? I don't need you to
digital
quote me
cash.
the-
You can allow people to interact with each other without a middleman by doing timestamping. Use a proof of work network. That's in Bitcoin wrapped up in its entirety. Notice in the white paper, he doesn't mention the halvening. He doesn't mention the one size block limit. He doesn't mention a lot of really other important things in there, but he does mention those things, peer-to-peer digital cash. Do you know who uses Bitcoin as peer-to-peer digital cash today? No one. Do you know why? Because sometimes you have to wait 6 hours to get a transaction through for one confirmation.
I used it for dinner, and that was pretty easy for me.
Assumption.
No, dude.
You're lying. You're just lying at this point.
Tell me my lie, please. Tell me.
Okay, well, I'll point out the lie.
I,
Which
for
is,
one, I mean, Bitcoin is peer-to-peer digital cash. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, me too.
I'm talking
Like, I
about
just
you guys
literally
don't have
ran
enough
dinner.
throughput to handle any video games currency at all. Any video game. Clash of
cares about video
Clans,
games?
anybody. Your network would fall over because you don't have the
Who cares?
throughput, so you can't use it as cash.
Because
Period.
we're solving a bigger problem. We're solving a bigger problem.
That's
We don't
right.
give a fuck about the
That's
video
right.
games.
But you have to be honest about it and say that Bitcoin changed. The original intention of Bitcoin was to be peer-to-peer digital cash. It failed. Then it was to be programmable money. It failed. Then it was store of gold. It succeeded, and thank God because it's a bigger use case.
Hey, this
Store of
refutes your other point that Bitcoin doesn't change. It does change over time, Richard.
Yes,
Like, you're
pitifully
not-
small
you
amounts.
have
Yes,
to-
correct. It got a
Okay,
40% throughput increase 5 years ago. That's right. Yep.
Okay,
And that's
so-
about all it got in 5 years. And do you know what everybody else got? We got a lot. I designed the world's first time deposit. I would have built it on Bitcoin, but it's useless. Try and tell Bitcoin to wake you up in the morning. My phone can wake me up in the morning. Bitcoin can't. You can't program it to do crap. The new features they add, you don't
You're
even
trying
use.
to build a Rube Goldberg machine.
They added-
Like, it doesn't matter.
No, all hex is
matter.
Bitcoin. All hex is Bitcoin with a proof of work change. Instead of paying people to destroy the environment, we pay them to hold the price up. We give inflation to stakers to hold the
Really?
price up.
So you're one of the climate change hysterics as well, are you? So
It's
we
not
can-
hysterics. It's pure math.
It's total fucking no. It's not. It's total hysterics.
Well,
you
let me-
think we have the capacity to fucking change the fucking climate
Hol-
because
We have a capacity to change the quality of the air. If you don't think it affects the climate, that's fine. But when you have more particulates in the
and
air, more
quality
people
of the
die.
air in a local area, yes.
Listen.
But that has nothing to do with Bitcoin mining.
I don't
Bitcoin
understand why
mining-
you love miners. They sell Bitcoin. They buy hardware from weird foreign manufacturers and enrich electricity companies. They sell the
them do
Bitcoin
it.
price
Let them do
down.
it.
They hurt
Let
the
them do
Bitcoin
it.
price. I removed that negative externality.
I don't
All-
care about the Bitcoin price. I don't care about the
I
Bitcoin
think
price.
can we have anyone listening at home, could you please raise your hand if you care about the Bitcoin price? Okay, I care about the Bitcoin price. You know what else I care
I know
about?
you
The
care
price
about
of
the
almost
Bitcoin price.
anything that I'm associated with. I care about all the prices. What are you, man? Are you a hippie? Why don't you care about prices? What's wrong with you, dude? You don't like getting deals? Is there something mentally wrong with you if you don't understand how important prices are?
Do you want me to finish?
Yes,
Do you want me to
please.
answer that question? Or
Yes. You think it's more moral to not know what prices are? It's
no?
not.
No. I'm not talking about moral. No. For me, the short-term price is purely noise.
Oh, short term.
Holding-
Short
Richard,
term.
stop. Please let him finish his
Let me
point.
finish.
Chris, mute him.
For me, the reason I'm holding Bitcoin because it's a big fuck you to the existing established state. When I hold my wealth in Bitcoin, no cunt can touch it, no cunt can inflate it, no cunt can take it from me, no dickhead state or fucking bureaucratic government or banker wanker or you or anybody else can fuck with the wealth that I hold. That's why I hold it. For me, it's a big fuck you. That is the primary reason. So it's like a personal sovereignty thing. Now, the fact that I'm so early on something that is going to take multiple decades and multiple centuries to emerge as money, because as the world fucking collapses around us, motherfuckers are going to be running around